So today I'll be doing a video on what happens when you go vegetarian for a month. So the reason why I decided to try it, I saw a video on YouTube called What the Health. I think I heard about it. I think I was watching a video on YouTube and then someone recommended it, so then I tried it out. So generally it's just talking about meat and how it affects our body, how it affects the environment. It references a few people who were having health issues, and then when they stopped eating meat, their life completely changed. Watching that Netflix video changed my life. So just for starters, I recommend you guys watch that video. It's called What the Health on Netflix, and there will be some information in this video that's a little bit TMI, so just giving you guys a heads up. But so yeah, basically when I watched that Netflix video, overnight I was like, I'm doing this tomorrow. Generally what they were saying is that consuming meat or chicken, things like that, I believe they called it it's classified as a carcinogen. So that's basically the same thing cigarettes are classified as. So they were saying something like eating meat every day is the same as smoking a pack of cigarettes. So literally just watching the documentary, I just felt bad for myself. Why am I treating my body like this? I want to live a long time. There's already so much stuff out in the world that causes cancer or whatever. So it's if I could alleviate or eliminate one thing, maybe that'll help a bit. So my experience when I stopped eating meat, so let's start. Day 1, I was fine. Day 2, good. By day 3, I started getting headaches. It would just kind of be on one side. I was eating vegetables, so I did go grocery shopping and I bought healthy food, and I was eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and things like that. And then for the whole week, I did have pretty bad headaches, and I kept trying to eat and drink water and figure out what it is that was giving me a headache. I didn't know if I was starving, so I tried to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, but I still was in pain with headaches for about a week, on and off, not just a constant headache, but yeah. And then after that, the next week I started getting stomach pains. With the stomach pains, it was kind of at the top of my stomach, right here, and it would be really sharp, and it was noticeable. It was kind of hard to ignore. It wasn't cramps, it was just a really sharp pain. And the only thing that would help, so I don't know if I was starving, I don't know if it was a form of detox, I don't really know what it was, but the only thing that would help is if I ate a big meal. I started incorporating black beans and brown rice, and that seemed to help, but my hunger was different. I was kind of afraid to get hungry because I knew if I was truly hungry, that pain would come. So I had to make sure I ate a lot more. So maybe I was kind of not eating enough, I guess, or starving. But yeah, I had to make sure I didn't get hungry. So eventually the stomach pains did go away, but only when I ate a significant amount, a lot more. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe I just wasn't eating enough, but as long as I ate a lot, I was fine. So that's something else I noticed. I also lost 15 pounds. I would say the quickest was within a week and a half. I lost 10. Then after that, I kind of slowed down, and then I lost another 5 within 2 weeks. So maybe that quick 10 pounds was probably water weight, and then because I literally wasn't eating enough. Yeah, so that was another thing that happened. Headaches, stomach aches for about 2 weeks, and then weight loss. And then one of my favorite advantages of me no longer eating meat is my digestive system. So, okay, just a disclaimer, this is going to be TMI right now, but I didn't really go that much, maybe once or twice a week, and it kind of bothered me because I'm I eat about 3 meals a day, and I only go once or twice a week. Like, is all this food just inside of me, like sitting there rotting? Like, I was always bothered by that, but it's been like that for years. And I was just like, I guess I just don't really go that much. But once I started doing this, I became regular, and I go every day, sometimes twice a day, and that right there is just huge for me. It's amazing, and I feel better. Another big thing is, so I've been doing it for a month, and of course every month women get their period or menstrual cycle. So mine actually came late, like 5 days late, and I'm never late. Usually I have like an app and it'll predict it down to the date. So I don't know if that affected it, but it did come late. And then I had no cramps at all whatsoever. I usually, like a week before time, I'll feel like a little bit of cramps or like a backache, and that'll indicate that it's coming soon, but I didn't even get a warning. Like, when it came, I had no cramps. I felt pretty good. And then also, TMI, if there's guys watching, but my period was lighter as well, and that's amazing to me. Like, it's annoying having to deal with it, so with it being lighter and no cramps, like, that just makes my life easier, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something right. So that was huge for me. Like, yeah. And the last thing is going to be energy. I felt like I had more energy, and I would also wake up earlier. I'm definitely a night owl, not so much as going out. I just like to be up late. I'm an artist. I like to create later at night. I just like the way it feels. It's quiet, it's peaceful. But yeah, I would go to sleep late, and then I would still wake up early. Usually I would just sleep until like 10 or 11 or something like that, but I would find myself getting up at like 8 and sometimes 7:30. But yeah, those are going to be the benefits, or most of them are benefits. I would say the 6 things that happened when I went vegetarian for a month. So just as a recap as to what happened when I went vegetarian for a month, or stopped eating meat for a month, I got bad headaches. I got really sharp stomach pains. I ended up losing 15 pounds. My digestive system was a lot better. It was regular. My periods became less painful. I didn't get any cramps, and they also became lighter. And then I also had more energy. So with all these benefits, and it's only been a month, I'm super excited, and I'm going to continue doing this, and I would definitely recommend that more people try it. Or like, you don't even have to go full vegetarian. Just at least do what I did. Try it for a month, and you seeing the benefits will be your motivation. Like, I guarantee that. So I definitely recommend going vegetarian, or at least trying it out like I did. It's full of benefits, and I don't plan on going back. It's been pretty easy to resist eating meat. Beef and pork, I'm not really tempted. The only thing that tempts me so far is chicken. Like, my favorite food was hot wings, so that's the only thing that I can truly say I miss, where I was just like, ugh, I want Wingstop. But I've been okay without it. And chicken was starting to freak me out a little bit. Like, when I would go to Wingstop and I would get like the one with bone in, like, sometimes when I would bite into it, I would see like the little chicken vein. It's like dark red or purple or something like that, and that started to freak me out, like, before I went vegetarian. So I just try to keep that in mind when people are eating Wingstop around me. Like, you don't want that. I'm gonna go eat my carrot. The hardest part, I would say, is seeing my family and friends eating meat. And it's not coming from a place of judgment at all. It's actually coming from a place of like love and care. Like, me now knowing what meat does to your body and your health, like, when I see my friends and family eat meat, like, mentally I feel bad. I'm like, I want to live a long time and do as many things as I can to ensure that that happens. And you feel the same thing, the same way about your parents and your friends. So, like, my parents are in their 50s. I think they're like 49, 50. It's getting hard to keep track. But yeah, seeing them eat meat, like, you know, it kind of sucks a bit because I know that it has instant negative effects. But, you know, you can't judge people. Everyone's on their own journey, and maybe eventually they will stop. But who am I to force that or try to influence that? But the most I can do is just answer questions when they have them about, like, my journey and stuff like that, and just be there for them and encourage them to eat a salad here or there. But yeah, that's been my journey so far on being vegetarian and no longer eating meat. This is something I want to do for a lifetime, and going back to the friends and family thing, I feel like eventually it may make dating, it may become like a requirement in dating, because like I said, for my parents and my family and friends, like I feel worried, like, oh, I want you to live a long time. So with your partner, like, that would be kind of tough too, to see them just take down a whole slab of ribs and you just know, like, oh man, what are you doing to yourself? Like, that would be kind of tough. So I feel like it wouldn't be a deal breaker, but that would be ideal to have someone on the same page in the future. This has been my journey so far. Eventually I'm going to work my way up to veganism, or just having a truly plant-based diet. That's the goal. But yeah, I 100% recommend you guys going vegetarian, or at least trying it out for 30 days. If you guys are doing research on YouTube and you're looking for a sign, take this as your sign. I say do it. I've had nothing but benefits, at least after the first 2 weeks. But yeah, go ahead and comment, rate, subscribe. If you guys have any questions, or you want me to make another video about, you know, getting more in depth or anything like that, let me know. And just a recommendation, if you guys are looking into becoming a vegetarian, just do your research and, you know, convince yourself, and, you know, let yourself know, like, why you're doing this, and just try it out. Like, what do you have to lose by trying it? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.